Bill Haney, if you want to get your son Devin Haney messed up, send the contract. I ain't never ran from no man in boxing. Why would I run from your son? He can't punch himself out of a wet paper bag. Stop all that cap because I'm with the stuff and I want all the smoke. Show me the dotted line. Those are the words of Adrien the Problem Broner as he took to Instagram to call out Devin Haney for a fight. I want to give my thoughts on this situation and why I love this fight right here on the Original Gym Boxing. If you guys like this content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, like, share with anybody you want to share with. Much love, peace, and blessings to everybody checking into the video. This your boy Get a Mic, and I'm back with another video. Now, Adrien Broner calls out Devin Haney, and he wants all the smoke, right? Now, we know Devin Haney has just recently came off of a win versus Regis Prograis in a fight where he pretty much dominated that fight from start to finish. And now, a lot of people want to know what's next for him. He was supposed to be getting in there with Ryan Garcia, and that fell apart. Now it looks like Ryan Garcia is moving in a different direction. Now, we know Bill Haney has been, backing up his son and making sure his son moves in the right direction. We know Bill Haney has been pretty much a big vocal, person for Devin Haney for the most part. And now we see Adrien Broner calling him out on Instagram. Okay, it says former 4-division world champion Adrien Broner took to Instagram to call out the WBC light welterweight champion Devin Haney. He says he want to send him the contract for a fight. Now we know Bill Haney has been serious about getting, his son a next big fight, against Ryan Garcia or Gervonta Tank Davis. He might, be able to take on this fight. Adrien Broner is 34 years old, and he might be able to take him up on his offer. Okay, now it says Broner trashes Haney's ability to punch. He says he can't punch his way out of a wet paper bag, which many boxing fans might agree with. He hadn't scored a knockdown since 2019 when he stopped Antonio Moran. It says Adrien Broner isn't ranked in the top 140. Adrien Broner is not ranked in the top 15 at 140 pounds. But he probably won't be able to won't be an issue for Haney because Haney is a good chance he'll move up to 147 pounds rather than stay at 140 where he can get the fight with Ryan or Tank Davis. Now, I personally like this. Okay, I like this fight. I know Adrien Broner is a little bit older now. I think he's like 34 years old, and he hasn't really been in a meaningful fight in the last 2-3 years. But he is, came off, I believe, 2 wins. He's getting back in there. Let me see if I can look at this here. Yeah, so he fought Bill Hutchinson and he fought Jovane Santiago as his last 2 wins after the Manny Pacquiao fight in 2020. So he hasn't, he hasn't been too active. But I personally like it because Adrien Broner is a big name. He is somebody that's gonna sell the fight. He has a big mouthpiece on him. And he's a very big name in the sport of boxing. A lot of people know Adrien Broner. He definitely puts asses in seats. So for a guy like Devin Haney, if I'm him, I would lean towards taking this fight. I think it's a good fight for Devin Haney. I think it's a winnable fight for Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney possibly can come up off this fight. He can definitely make a name for himself and add a big name to his resume. I like it. I like the opportunity. I think it'll be a good fight. I think Adrien Broner still has a little bit left in the tank, although we know Adrien Broner is not necessarily the type of person to let his hands go in these fights. We've seen him to be gun shy a lot. So Devin Haney, in my personal opinion, is extremely sharp fighter. He's a good counter puncher. He's very active in the fight. He likes to, go to the body. He likes to stalk his prey. So he's a young lion, man. Devin Haney is a young lion, and he could be a big problem for Adrien Broner, the problem Broner. So I like the fight. I don't see personally how Adrien Broner wins this fight, but I think it'll make for a good, entertaining fight, if anything, and I think it'll be a big build-up to the fight. Both of their fathers, they got both of their fathers rocking with them, and both, I mean, I think it'll be just a heck of a build up to the fight. A lot of cussing, a lot of arguing. I think it'll be just very, very entertaining, man. So, do I think, like I said, do I think Adrien Broner has a legitimate chance to win this fight? I mean, maybe, but not really. Not really. I think Haney is much more skilled. I think he has a much higher ceiling. Of course, he's a younger fighter. I mean, Broner hasn't been that active. We've seen Haney pretty much win undisputed. We've seen him move up in weight. We've seen him, just pretty much he's been way more active, so to speak. And I think that could be a problem for Adrien the Problem Broner, man. I think he'll be a problem for him. So I like it. I think it's a good fight. I think it'll be entertaining, but I don't really see how Broner wins this fight. If he wins this fight, I think that'll revive his career. I think it'll be a lot more options for him, going forward if he was to beat Devin Haney. But I can't really see how that happens. It'll be very, very, very tough for Adrien Broner to win a fight of that magnitude with such a young, skilled fighter. He would have to really, really be focused. He would have to really come in shape, and he would have to do something that we haven't seen him do in a while, and that's let his hands go. He's going to have to really be strategic, punch with him, and I just don't see it, man. But y'all let me know in the comments how you feel about this fight. Do you like it? I think it's entertaining, but if, Adrien Broner, he got a lot of heart, and he believes in himself. You know what I mean? But that could potentially get him in some trouble, man, because I think Haney is just that much better. But you never know. Styles make fights. Who knows, how things will play out. We know Broner is very, very, he's a pretty tactical fighter. He takes his time. He lands his shots, properly. But for the most part, it's just too few and far between. He's a pretty decent counter puncher, but I think Haney is just way too, way too sharp, at this point of his career, and with the experience that he's got at such a young age, I think it'll be a problem for Adrien Broner. But that's pretty much what I got for this video. Y'all let me know how you feel down in the comment section. Do you think this fight goes the distance? Do you see somebody getting stopped if this fight is made? I don't know if it will be made, but I'll watch it. I'll tell you that. Broner is going to bring a lot of fans. He's going to bring a lot of attention, and he always does, man. So much love, peace, and blessings to everybody checking into the video. It's your boy Get a Mic, and I'll be back with much more videos here shortly. Peace out, y'all.